You guys can be anywhere, but you chose to come in and hang with your girl Moonlight, and I appreciate that. Let's read. At least on this platform, when they do say pumpusity, bless up to you. It's me, y'all. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Ain't no lie, ain't no shame in my game. Trust and believe me when I tell you. Let's read. Holla at the moon. You know what I'm saying? Fit fine and feminine. Let's read. Ain't no shame in that game, especially at my age. Boy, bye. Holla at the moon. You know what I mean, y'all? When it comes to the pumpusity, it is what it is, son.
Bless up is what my mom and them used to tell me all the time.
Holla at the moon. Let's read.
Like the dope head say.
Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up, chat? How y'all doing? Didn't expect me today, huh? Didn't expect me to be on time. Although I was over there with the F crap, with the F crap over there. And probably we'll get back into a little bit of that later on. But let me highlight you real quick on this subject. There's so much of these high value men choosing, in my opinion, low hanging fruit and then turn around and cry after the low hanging fruit, spits on them, for lack of a better phrase. And I just wanted to speak on that very briefly. What up, Jamal Fareed? How are you? Arabia Barbosa, how you in the building? Y'all are in here. Young Riaz, Miss Eve, my soldier. What up, G Mama Body in the building? Candyman 126. What's up, babes? In the building. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I want to definitely make mention of this. It's happening so much where you're seeing this type of shit. Travis Hunter, Kanye West type supposedly high-valued men based on Kevin Samuel's description of what a high-valued man is supposed to be. Now, I selected Kevin Samuels because of the manosphere. Men that really know your value, please humor me through this. Back in the days, men knew their value and they knew what to do. They knew the order, they knew the order of their household. But here we are in 2025, after we've had so much examples of high value men. your Malcolm X's, your Martin Luther Kings, your Medgar Evers, your your um your Farrakhan's, your Minister Muhammad's, your I mean, geez, they're just coming to mind. There's so many. Your I mean, it's just so overwhelming. The doctors, the scholars that's out there that's high value. But in this country, if you can't tap dance or play ball, you know, walk the Hollywood of vampires, then you're not high value. You know how, and this is the new generation. This is what they into right now. So let's briefly look at it. I'm not going to be here more than an hour, y'all. I did pin the link as well, just to have it there. But we ain't going to take long with this. I've got to put this up, on the channel. I'm so sick of these damn high value men that claim they high value, but then they go to a strip club and peel one off the pole, get them out the VIP room, and put a ring on their finger. I saw a video of Kanye West when he was with this other chick. Jeez, he's had so many I can't even keep track. Um, and he said, he don't care whether she's a prostitute. He love her. He gonna clean her up. That's who he want. Now he's high value, but he went to a strip club to get his high value wife. We have one here in the sector that, he got his fresh off the porn star set. And, he believes that that person is high value. Travis Hunter, very recent young man, was with Prime Time, coached by Prime Time. Prime Time been around a long time, been through it. Shit, he had his moments of this type of crap. Choosing females that look pretty, mostly light-skinned, cute, long, curly hair. That's the prototype. They get them types. And then, as Prime Time will tell you, he had a lesson he will never forget. He don't even want to, well, now he's being in the same room with his baby mama. But before, he didn't even want to be on a football field with his baby mama. Hi, Miss Feline. How are you, love? Thank you for coming in, hon. Hi, Arabia. Thank you. Look at you, Miss Feline. How come you ain't modded up over here? Lord, don't ask me how to do it, hun. I ain't got my manager mods here, but keep yourself right there. We'll get you right. Good to see you, love. This is an off topic, so y'all being here, like I always say, thank you, thank you. But I have to put this out because I do have, I have children, one child, and intelligent. I mean, y'all could agree with me with your children who, put in the work in school and, I love that she does that. But then when she comes home, I got to deprogram her from all of that bullshit. It's like, girl, please, bring it down, hon. I'm glad you're making A's, but I really want you to get in some more knowledge of just your background, who you are, where you are in this society, what it means. Let's look at finance, your bank account, what did I get her? A credit union account, a checking account in a credit union. Why did I do it? Stuff like that. Thank you, hon. My European princess. Stuff like that, y'all. I had buck up on, when I say buck up, it's a West Indian term, when it means, you happen to come across. I got to remember when I say these terms that my family be throwing around that I do have to clarify. My mom would say buck up. When I buck up on it, buck up on it. But, I happened to come across a video of Sniffy Coke D, and he's like feeling so very sorry for me because normally around my birthday, I want to give myself a moment with me. I go to the beach. I bring a flower. I give thanks to the universe. I can't see land. Only thing I can see is sky. And it's a beautiful thing when you embrace and appreciate yourself as high value. Because if you don't do it for yourself, does it matter if you have a companion? You still don't think you high value. And then you're getting into a relationship believing that someone else can put value on you. It ain't gonna work. That don't work. You know, because maybe that partner will be like, yo, I'm up out of here. You ain't worth it. I'm gone. Then your value goes out the door. So it is, hey, Eclipse in the building for my drop, y'all. It's Eclipse and scammer scoundrels and scallywags. It's them. Welcome, hun, to this off topic. But yes, yes, I mean, yes, I encourage you. I mean, I've always done that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with my game. You know, these day and age, you could have one tooth, a half an arm, and one leg. There's somebody out there for you. You know, somebody will find value in you. You don't have to be educated, Ivy League as they call it in this country. They wasn't back in the days and they made it. So why you got a front now with this Ivy League shit? You know what I mean? It's all about respecting self. And when you're good with that, in my opinion, everything else goes. It just, it's up to you to pick what you want. But these here you are with these these women, and I don't know, womanosphere, manosphere, they all on the sphere. They all on some sphere, y'all. They just can't keep it simple in relationships. They're all on a sphere. You win some, you lose some, you get back in the game, you learn from it, and you move on. Simple as that. Suppose it. Now, in my opinion, folks are so disconnected because they online. They want the perfect slut whore, in their bedroom. Now, when you meet a slut whore and they tell you that's who they are, and you bring them home and they do it so well, you just want to put a ring on it and take them home to mom. Let's not forget, you met a slut whore. You know what I mean? Like, and just be humble in that. These are the ones that would, meet and choose these types of ladies because, hey, you choose who you are. I ain't gonna, not gonna hold it against any women for, being prideful in who they are, but you choose that type of individual that feels like, hey, he or she gonna lay wherever their shoes take them, and then you get with that person and you want them, just to be there with you. Like, who's the one that's kind of backwards and retarded? Not that person that just told you they're a whore. Anywho, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. We're gonna look at this rapper Gates. We're gonna hear a little bit about Cynthia G, what she had to say. I think she's a womanosphere. She's all the way on the other extreme, Cynthia G. Woo! One moment I appreciate what she has to say, and to these men's, and then she's all out there in left field. The same thing here with Kevin Samuels. I can appreciate him having to say, live with your choices. You make these choices, so live with them. Live with your choices. Hi, Zenobia, my African queen in the building. Hi, hon. Good to see you, babes. We're going to get into it, and like I said, it's not going to be long. Yeah, freak in the home, lady in the street. Yes, that was the formula back in the days, Candyman 126. A freak in the home, lady in the streets. Now they got it reversed. She's a freak outside. Is she a lady? She a freak inside and outside. I don't know where the lady went to. I don't know. I don't know where, when you just a freak, a freak, and then but we can all change. I guess it just I have to bring this in as a possibility because it's out there. The possibility is out there that a woman could change herself, find that more value in who she is. That can happen for sure. For sure. That can happen. I mean, you have to be dedicated in your relationship, you know, honest to a point. You don't want to be too honest with everything, but damn, it could happen. I got to give you that. It can. These days, however, what we're seeing most of is these so called high value men with large pocketbooks choosing what they, in terms of what they define as high and low value, they're choosing these low hanging fruit women. They don't even have to do too much to get these type women. I mean, there's no challenge here. Some of these women that they getting, there's no challenge with getting them types. So what happens to the ones who are graduating high school, graduating college, maybe in the library, maybe having a glass of wine in the lounge? They're not in the strip club. You won't find them in the strip club, them type of ladies. You won't find these ladies coming off a porno set. You know, you won't find these type of ladies at the bar at night just chilling, sipping, you know what I'm saying? We into the morning, struggling to get out the bar, you know what I'm saying? You won't find these type of ladies, at the freak parties with P. Diddy. Hi, Jamel. Look at you, my beautiful island queen. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, all in the chat. It's just us. It's just us. Please, we ain't worrying about no numbers here. Let's just have this conversation. Now, I want to go ahead and pull up to keep this going. Let me go ahead and pull up none other than Kevin Samuels. May he rest in peace. Kevin Samuels, and well, I don't know whether it's unfortunate. Bless up yourself, definitely, Jamel. This being a sick predator patriarchy society, women fall into the cracks of these demented. They fall, yeah, more and more now. Them women that they used to meet in the graduating college, and you see, what I mean? They used to get together. Remember back in the days, I don't want to age myself, but yeah, you would go to a club, yes, meet someone, they take you out, and you have lunch, you court. What I find with this new generation here, the generation right now is y'all want it right away. Y'all want that freak right away. Y'all don't want to wait for that freak to come out at all. Y'all want to just get that freak on. Y'all just shit. Like the flesh rules. The flesh rules. The sex and the flesh rules. Now, come on. There's a place for it all. Trust and believe. Just because you don't see her, busting it down every time she turn around don't mean she can't, get her eagle on at home. You know what I mean? So yes, like these high value men, they talk about, how much they are deserving of this and that. It's just crying. Because if you're high value, you don't have to say it. It's known. It's in your walk. It's in your talk. It's in your spirit. It's in your eyes. It's in just who the fuck you are. You ain't got to tell nobody. They'll know. I mean, your swag. She will know. Trust and believe she will know. Women now, most of them, a little desperate right now. Some of them just a little desperate, especially when it comes to those who are in the public image. Like, you spend so much money for this ass and titties and lashes and hair, like it's a ritual, and not an endowment at times. And you wife up men like a Diddy and like a Dwight Howard and these types of men that really and truly are saying to you, yeah, they'll wife you up. Young Ria's in the building. Just saying it again, hun. They'll wife you up and all of that. But I just, it's just, it's just the dynamics around it. It's just the values that we're looking for. It's just I just question the values that these highfalutin men look for. The women are wifing men up now that clearly, and if this is their choice, so be it. I like my men that really just kind of, interested in women, heterosexual. That's just my choice. But you do have some women that like men that are bisexual, trisexual, polyamorous. I don't know what that means. I heard this actor entertainer says she's a polyamorous. I can't even say the damn word. Will Smith's daughter actually said that. She's a polyamorous. The fuck is that? Sheesh. Wow. It's just when you have the, access and it's so easy. Where do you go from there when you could have men, women, both, a 3, 4, 5, 6? Where does the thrill come from after that? These are questions. This can be a really great subject across the sector, but not many people are going to talk about that here. But let's go into what Kevin Samuels had to say, because he has 6 points of a high value man. I'm going to go right into the first one. And then we're just going to keep this shit pushing. I'm going to ad lib, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. Good to see you, my audience. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go.
Value man thing. Number one, in order to be a high value man, it starts with money. Again, like it or not, I didn't put the 6-figure thing out there. It's been with us since the mid 80s. And like it or not, that's where this whole thing starts. You can't be high value and homeless, so you have to make a certain amount of money, and the line is roughly at $10,000 a month adjusted for Atlanta dollars. If you live in San Francisco, LA, New York City, where the cost of living is higher than 100%, you need to adjust it. So $10,000 a month gets the starting point off for high value. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you what the world gave me. Number two, that money needs to be made over a length of time, i.e. performance. And that's roughly about 5 years. And about the 3-year mark, you're kind of starting to scratch the surface. Why does it need to be 5 years? Well, because guys, it's a matter of consistency and stability. Look in the NFL, the NBA, anybody can have a great season, but having a great season does not automatically mean you're going to the Hall of Fame. They want to see consistent numbers over a period of time. You know how this works, just like I do in business. You can't be a one-hit wonder or have up here and down there. Consistency, performance over a length of time. That's why that 5-year mark is so important. Like I said, around 3 years, you're starting to scratch the surface, but at 5 years, people can pretty much count on you to say, this person understands and knows how to get it done. Number 3 is group acceptance. Like it or not, guys, high value man is like a fraternity. It's like a club, a secret society. And high value men know other high value men. They welcome him into the group. They know what it takes to be there. They know what it takes to get in there. And high value men, group acceptance is supremely important. Guys, secret societies, fraternities, organizations have always been with us. And you know how this just works in just general interaction. Guys that just make their own secret society or club, but it doesn't matter as much as somebody says that group is important. Guys, this is about separation. High value men tend to huddle around other high value men for reasons I'm going to go into a little bit later.
Not in this sector. We've seen a couple of high value men that don't like huddling around other high value men. Now, these high value men so far, he's got 6 points. First, high value man has to make 10,000 per month consistently. 10,000 per month. And then you have to account for the state that you live in. I guess if it's California, New York, it's a little bit more. Consistency. The high value man has consistency. You can depend on that high value man for making this money per month. being consistent with who he is. He's not this. Well, let's let the points go through before I get into everything that he has to say. Um, but so far, 10,000 per month. He has to be consistent, and he has to have group acceptance. Group acceptance. Secret society group acceptance. Now, this part here, I question. My eyebrows went up on group acceptance and secret society. Because sometimes when you have men grouping up these days with these secret societies, boy, the connotation around that, boy. Well, the way P. Diddy and the likes are making, folks believe now, we question these secret male societies. It's like in two bathhouses. We question that, or at least I question that. But in any event, I do understand where, let's keep it basic. If you're a millionaire, you want to have your millionaire friends accept you. We have a crusty bus in this sector that I'm at, where he's a millionaire, but he rather hang with 9 to 5ers. He finds it more entertaining, more fun, to be with just regular 9 to 5 folks. You know what I'm saying? He has no interest in hanging with his counterparts in his group, his millionaire counterparts. Isn't there something else? Were you a millionaire, but you rather hanging out with street folks? You know what I'm saying? Ghetto fabulous individuals that get it out the mud. He has more respect for those types of people than these millionaires that he could be with. Let's continue on. Kevin Samuels, and yes, may he rest in peace. He has 6 points. 6 points. Let's read.
But group acceptance is another critical component of being a high value man. Why is group acceptance so important? Because the next part, a network. You have to have a network of other high value men and others. This is another stumbling block for a lot of guys, for a lot of people, because they may have the money, even the length of time. They may look like they fit the group, but if they don't even have any other high value contacts or a network, a group of others, that person's going to be looked at with a side eye. Think of it like this. If you're sitting at the table with 10 high value men, and each of these 10 men has 50 contacts, that's 500 contacts, and you sit at the table and you have twice as much money as any other man on there, but you have 0 contacts. What can you effectively get done other than throw money at it? These other men can make phone calls, exert influence, move things to get things done. And you can only do what? Offer money and potentially feed off that network of contact. One thing high value men know and understand, that time is what's important. And building a network that actually works for you is extremely important. In some areas, it's called a book of business. A book of business can make you successful here, here, and here. Your contacts, your network is your net worth. You've heard this before, so you cannot underestimate how important having a network of high value men and other people is to your status as a high value man. After the network, we got to have the visibility. Guys, your income and your position has to be LinkedIn level. Think of it like this. This person says they're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. This person is head of thoracic surgery at Johns Hopkins. This person is VP of Mergers and Acquisitions at Bank of America. And then someone says, hi, I'm an entrepreneur. 3 of those 4 people, at a glance, we can pretty much estimate who they are, what they do, and their relative importance in the overall socioeconomic structure. The 4th person, more information is needed. There's not enough visibility, not enough transparency. To be a high value man, it needs to be at a glance. Again, your position and your income. Guys, you may have a lot of money, but if it's coming from sketchy areas, no one can kind of understand where it's coming from. That does not give other high value men or even the public any kind of real confidence that you are who you say you are. Again, guys, it's about the market. It's what the world is thinking. They got to know at a glance that you are a high value man. And the 6th part is probably my favorite part, guys. A high value man is useful to others and the group. A lot of times you hear people say, I don't want to be used. I don't want to be used. No, I want to be used. Why? Because that means I'm useful. High value men are in demand and useful. Their presence is felt when they're there, and their absence is felt when they're gone. That is how you know you're really a high value man. How you can move things, your ability to influence things, and that is your relative usefulness. In economics, it's called utils. How useful are you to the group? Again, there's no high value homeless, neither are there any high value loners. If you have all these resources, all this stuff, but it's all hoarded for your own selfish ends and no one can benefit from your money, your network, or anything you have, how valuable are you to the group, to the world, to other people?
Interesting.
That's what this comes down to. High value men are in demand and useful to other people. As I said at the beginning, high value is all the rage, all the buzz right now. I didn't make it, but I want to clarify what I mean when I'm talking about it. The 6 basic principles of being a high value man, and that by no means is the end of it. Each individual person, after that 6 basic things there, they maybe put other things on top of it. They may have religious concerns, personal motivations, but those 6 core things need to be there. Look at it this way. High value has been with us forever. There's always been a ranking system, irrespective of race, culture, period of time. You will see higher value men, higher value individuals separate or be separated from the pack. That is how this works. You don't have to like it, but you do need to accept it. High value men understand that the world is a competitive place. All's fair in love and war, right? And high value does 2 things for men. It gives you more options and it gives you an opportunity to get more favorable outcomes. If you want more options or more favorable outcomes, you need to increase your overall value. And that principle is pretty well understood everywhere except when it comes to us. It gets personal, it gets hard, it gets difficult. And some of us don't like to reduce human beings to things that are so seemingly cold and calculated. But like it or not, that is what it is. We have civilized the world in general. We have evolved, but at the end of the day, we still had that primitive brain, that hunter-gatherer, fight or flight. And even though in the suit and all that other kind of stuff, that is who we are when it's right down to it. Better to know that exists and then ask yourself, what do you want to do about it, than try to fight against this whole thing of high value or not high value. Last things. And does not mean you lack value or you have no value. And just because you may not be supremely useful to the group does not mean you're useless. High value is not a way of saying these guys are great and these guys are nothing, but it is a mark, a delineation, and it is a fact.
Well, okay. Woo, okay. Woo. That's a lot. That's a mouthful for Kevin Samuels. That's a mouthful. And it's so ironic that Kevin Samuels would have put down these 6 points. But then before his passing, he ended up under a woman with not such high values. This is the irony that is just so unsettling, you know? He says 10,000 per month. This is high value men, as he describes it. 10,000 minimum per month. He's got to be consistent. He's got to have some group acceptance. He has to know how to network. So he needs to have a Rolodex of people who knows him, who thinks a lot about him, who thinks that he has something to contribute. And then he was that 4. Then he says they have to have visibility, utility. It has to be useful. Has to have visibility. I mean, I do appreciate all of these points. I'm mostly appreciative of him defining a high value man as a man that needs to be useful to other people. Wow. Did you hear him say that? A high value man, in the end, is a man who is useful to other people. A high value man is not a loner, someone who just hoards. He shares, he entertains, he's useful, he's visible, He's networking. So if a high value man is all these things, I would have loved for him to have added a high value man as it concerns family, the importance of who they choose to be their family, to have their family as a pointed fact here in a high value man, their children, the level of importance they put on their children, the importance that they put on the feeling of love, for another person. How about the order of your family? He did say something about that, because he did say, a man is a hunter, a gatherer, a provider. So yes, the order he made mention of, for the most part, I can't find nothing really to hang my hat on to say that I don't agree. Yes, Eclipse, they're looking for acceptance. I sound like high value men are men who are looking for acceptance. It's important acceptance, they have to have visibility to be seen, they have to network. He says they can't be a loner. Why can't a high value man be a loner, or woman be a loner? Sometimes that's the best. Because when you high value, you have so much folks coming at you. You have to take your time to discern who is really a friend and who is not. I mean, haven't we had a lot of that as an example, especially from these so-called stars? These Hollywood Walk of Famers? I'll put on the air, girl. Whew. One moment, let me get some water. I don't have my bottle of water. One moment. Okay, I'll be right there. Hello. Yes, high value men. Seems like they want to be seen. Agua. Seems like they want to be accepted based on his list. And then after all he had said in his career on YouTube, Mr. Kevin Samuels, for him to have passed the way that he did, he was a loner to me. He seemed like he was a loner, that, folks of his stature found it difficult to find a woman to accept him, I guess. I mean, he had to use his money. I believe that was the case, where he paid for, companionship. And he's a high value man. Why would he need to pay for companionship? He would just have to extend himself, like he said, and be visible to a woman of his caliber. Every man has a woman of his caliber. Every man has a woman of his caliber. Every man has a woman of his caliber. So, with that being said, let's get into this man who found high value in this woman here, Brittany Jenner. And I'm not picking on a Brittany Jenner. It's just amazing to me that a Kevin Gates, a prominent entertainer. And you know how this country, this generation, love ourselves some entertainers. We would rather, prop up an entertainer than prop up, a politician of stature, a historian, but that's neither here or there. Anyway, this Kevin Gates, he speaks so eloquent about his life lessons. He also found himself, he's coming from a background of, the streets, have gone through it, jail, been in a gang, all these types of things. He's done it. He's seen it. He's been there. And he's a young man at that. But, like all of the videos I did on our young men who find family in what they call gangsters or mafias, is what I like to call them, because they're always bastardizing, black men who are, collective, and we know they're not doing shit, and doing the worst of the worst, but this Kevin Gates was among them type of people. And then he found himself. He found himself, his spirit. He chose another path. You know what I'm saying? He chose another path and doing damn good for himself. He had a wife that waited for him during his time in jail. She held him down. I believe she has children for him. I should know this, purposefully, but I can't, tell you that I do. I really concentrated on this person picking Brittany Renner. And, he spoke highly of his wife at the time for holding him down. And she's a cutie patootie. She's a cutie. His name is Kevin Gates. She's a cutie. But hey, it happens. Relationships don't work. You go your separate ways. It happens. So he went his separate way and found himself with Brittany Renner. Now, Brittany Renner is a self-made woman that says she can do exactly what men do. I believe that is incorrect. But for her and women like her, she believes that she could have, as many men as she wants between her legs, that she feels that, she could have. And she's had quite a few, quite many for her age. Yeah. Track marks are many for her, but she is not, not proud of her background, her image, or whatever the hell else that she has portrayed. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much stands in the cut like, yeah, this, I'm a hoe, pretty much is what she telling folks. I'm a hoe and I go for the come up. You probably won't believe me. Okay, let me show you. I have a quick one, just in case you don't believe me. Some women are pretty much okay with it, and who am I to judge? If you good with who you are as an individual, I'm just going to be on the outside here looking at you and your confidence. So here she is. Here's Brittany. Hey, Brittany Renner. She fits the mold, light skin, long, beautiful hair. Lord, here we go. Let's see what she has to say about this young man named PJ Washington. PJ Washington is a basketball player, y'all. PJ got caught up with Miss Thing over here. Oh boy, she hunted this young man, hunted him, knew that basketball players in her mind are jocks or bucks or idiots. And they will have sex as an idiot without any condom on. So she knew this, and she found herself PJ Washington, a millionaire, young man, handsome, just got himself into basketball, doing well. And he chose her. He chose her to, have a relationship with. Now, he knows about her. He knows that Miss Renner herself is an open woman, open in every way that you can think. And she talks about it very freely. Yes, she does. But PJ, she has a past, and he could get past that. But here's what she had to say about him. Let's read.
First people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
Did you guys hear that? Hang on, let me get it back one more time. She said, if you want to come, her advice to the young ladies is, if you want to come up off a check, pick an athlete. They're really dumb. And Miss Thing chose herself, and guess what? He was dumb, And she got pregnant for him. And, she's getting a check every month from Mr. PJ Washington, who ended up crying. I mean, he chose her, and then, he wanted to make her a housewife, and then he ended up crying because she's not a housewife. Poor thing. Are we crying about it? Do we feel sad for PJ? No, because here's what she had to say. One more time, y'all.
First people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
And then she laughs about it. Hook an athlete. They're really dumb. Oh, there's another video I have of her. Let's see. What is this one? She coming out the car. She said they really dumb. Hook an athlete. And she did it too. She hooked a freaking athlete and got pregnant. And then said the man was dumb. Yeah. Look at her, y'all. Miss Kennedy.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Looking good.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you,
How was your
darling.
date with Shaq yesterday? Had a fun?
I'm just a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Oh, you go, girl.
I am not jealous, honey, because if you review folks like her, they'll say you jealous of her money, you jealous of this, you jealous of that. Miss Thing says she's just a party girl in a party world. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't anything wrong with that. Unless in my book, you're a high valued man with all of these 6 points. Well, we're at the points here that Kevin Samuel said. You make 10,000 or more per month. You show consistency. You have group acceptance. You have a network, a Rolodex. What else? You have visibility, which is income and position. A corporate person. You're not, Kevin didn't say an entrepreneur is one of these men, high value men with visibility. I don't know why he didn't say that, but high value, utility, useful. And they pick someone like that who's a party girl in a party world. It's just the irony. I have to point it out. This woman went up there and said she gonna bag an athlete because they don't wear bags. And to the young ladies out there, if you really want to come up, none of these athletes wear condoms. And what did she do? She went ahead and did just what the hell she showed them people to do. She bagged an athlete, NBA player that she knew for herself was an idiot. And let's see her, Miss Brittany Renner. And again, everyone, she is just, an example of my topic. The Kardashian, I would say, is an example of my topic. There's many examples of this topic. There's Krishan Rock. There's this other YouTuber. Wow, what is her name? Queen Op. These women across racial makeup, black, white. I haven't seen an Asian loose cannon like this, but I'm sure there's one. I mean, come on, across the board. Hi, Lovelace. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, babes. Man, I wanted to stay in that F shit, but I got to stay true to myself over here in my channel. So this is about alpha males that turn to whores, that want to turn whores into housewives. And then they cry when they're not successful. Case in point, Brittany Renner. But we don't know yet. It's still new between her and Kevin Gates. It's still new. But I just want to take a look at Brittany just a minute, just to see what in the heck, had Kevin nose so wide open for this young lady. What could it have been? Could it have been the fact that she is so open with hers? that she is not one to hold back the kind of loose woman that she is, because this is a new day, a new age where women can do what men do? Is that what these men like? Huh? They're ending up going to these strip clubs and these, off the porno set to get them these highfalutin women that they talk so much about. Thanks, Lovelace. Now let's look at Miss Renner when she had a interchange with Charleston White.
I said the tweet. Remember the tweet?
You must have left it on the voicemail because I didn't hear it.
No, I said she will rock your world.
Ma'am.
I told you that.
Ma'am, what?
Ma'am.
Say, man, y'all planning to run the script on me or what? Yeah.
You know we know.
Yeah, I already know, man.
Yeah.
Them people going crazy in the comment section.
Yeah, we kicked most of them off.
Yeah, what members on me now?
Miss Renner.
Yeah. This got to be going to OnlyFans. Can't nobody see this.
I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna put it behind
You
the
got a fucking
paywall.
wife and a girlfriend.
Yeah, I do.
I bet you your shit.
I think you kind of. Are you officially upset at that?
Nah, she's not. She's not.
Her?
Are you officially like? Is that genuinely something that you disagree with?
Yes, it is.
For real?
Nah, why you want to keep throwing stuff? You want to throw a pretzel at him? Don't do that to him. He's one of the nicest guys on the podcast.
No, you're not. You want a motherfucking...
I'm
What
a
you
nice
want?
individual.
What you want?
I don't want pretzels, and I don't want Chips Ahoy, and I don't want bottles of water thrown at me.
What you want then?
I don't need
Here you go.
bottles of tequila thrown at me.
Yes, you do.
No, ma'am.
Oh, God, look at the
No,
chat.
ma'am. Fuck the chat.
The chat's closed.
Fuck the chat. It's fucking rude.
Oh, fuck them. Take a shot.
You wear
It's
that.
just
You
us.
wear that tattoo very well.
And what about it?
You wear it very well.
Thank you.
That's it. That's the end of the.
Maleficent.
That's the end of the.
All right, take a shot.
From.
Take a fucking shot.
Now, yes, she's a little inebriated, and the man over here is not impressed that's talking to her. She's already thrown water on him, juice, whatever. She's a little bit in her feelings. She's feeling nice. She's feeling nice. This clip here of her went down in history. Everyone has one. Everybody has a clip that goes down in history. I've had mine. But I'm average. I'm average. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up here. I'm average, y'all. I'm no superstar. Ain't nobody of any value gonna look at me or see me down here, millionaire. Oh, let me not discount myself, everyone. I mean, shit. If they choosing low-hanging fruit of this caliber, we all have an opportunity. Okay, we all have an opportunity. Oh man, because my value has gone up. Hi, Star. How you, hon? Come on in. Candyman. Stop. My value went up, Candyman. My value went up. After my video, shit. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay? Let me open up this gate for this cat here, y'all, before it start making all this noise. Oh my goodness gracious. I have to laugh at myself, everyone. Thank you, Star. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Candyman, I'm gonna time you out if you keep laughing at me like this. I'm gonna time you out. Okay? But let's see what really, I'm just trying to look at maybe what a high value man such as Kevin Gates, he changed her. He did. Kevin Gates he changed her. He wrapped her in cloth. And I guess through, what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. Just let's look a little bit more at Miss Renner.
Yes, ma'am.
It is the Brittany Renner show now.
The Brittany Renner Project. Do you have a podcast? Do you have like a media
No, I
outlet?
fucking don't.
You need to.
Would you?
I think it would be super dope.
Would you?
It would be super dope.
Would you?
It would be dope.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really bat you in your shit.
Why are you gonna bat
know
me in my
that?
shit? What did I do
Because
for you
you
to bat
talk
me in
so
my
much
shit?
shit.
When did I talk shit?
You said, "Well, I don't even like you."
No, wait,
You don't like
whoa.
me.
No, I said initially from what I saw on social media, it led me to that thought, which was important because for both of you, that's the way it started off. For everybody that sees you on social media, that's the
What about
impression
it? You
that they
have
receive.
no fucking factual basis.
But that's what I was
understand
trying
that,
to
right?
prove that there was
That you
none.
have a love. It's a love here.
It's a what?
It's a LOVE. Love.
It's a love.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a love for
You want
Brittany
to talk
Renner.
about some male and female monogamy?
So the panties are visible and the men are trying not to look up her dress, but it's difficult. Renner is making it difficult. She's definitely, she knows the male. You know, she's one that studies. She's not an illiterate woman. She's far from illiterate. She's a smart woman. She's articulate. You know, she's beautiful to these standards here in the United States of America. Very beautiful to them. And a man has to be strong. She has a lot of weaponry here. And she ain't carrying a weapon. It's herself. So she's there sitting on Charleston White's lap at this point, really making it difficult for him as a man to, you know what I'm saying, sit up and, you know, be in his manhood. She has diminished him down to his flesh. So let's see her in action here. Let's read.
Monogamy. They're sitting over here talking shit. Shut the fuck up.
They said nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think they said nothing, Miss Brittany. I think
Miss Brittany now. It's Miss
You
Brittany
talk a lot
now.
of shit.
Protect my staff.
I do
man.
talk a lot of
Protect
shit.
my-
I'm not gonna
Protect
act
my
like I don't
staff,
talk.
man. Hold it down for my staff.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna act like I don't
Stand
talk
for
a lot of
what's right,
shit.
nigga.
In that case,
Fucking, what are you? What is it?
all of the above.
What is it?
I checked the
She's
other
trying
box.
not to look under her dress.
Ma'am. What I? Ma'am.
Look at what she did to him. Did you see? And now she's feeding. What the hell did she do? Did she just hang on, hang on.
What is it?
I just wanted to ask your opinion on the stock market currently.
Hang on.
The stock market currently.
What?
She's feeding this.
Ma'am. What I? Ma'am. All of the above.
What is it?
I checked the other box.
What?
Ma'am. What I? Ma'am.
She's throwing full. Hi, Uncle Al. Hi, honey. How are you, babe?
What? What is it?
I just wanted to ask your opinion on the stock market currently.
Shut up.
I'm just curious.
Now she's throwing shit at him. You know, sitting on the Charleston White's lap. Her poom poom is way out there till you can see the, you know, tanning line. It's these men here. She has them definitely submitting. She has them absolutely submitting. They're not going to retaliate. It's a woman, number one. She's inebriated, number two. And she's being extremely happy. You know, she ready to give Charleston a happy ending right here.
What about it?
You know what?
My nephew.
Oh, don't do that.
That's my.
Fuck out of here.
Those are perfectly good pretzels.
That's my nephew. That's my
And
baby
he's
boy right
married.
there.
He all right.
He's
Nephew,
married
don't
at this
smile no
time.
more. Nephew, don't smile no more.
And he's married. He's a married man. So she up there disrespecting this woman that is married to Charleston, and he's allowing it to happen because her ass is right up there in his nose. Right up there in his nose. Um, Brittany, she never cared about a woman and the sanctity of any woman's relationship. That's not her. That's never been. I mean, from what I've seen about Miss Renner, this young lady here, caring about another woman's relationship was never a priority for her. Please. It's just a sense of self-respect that she don't have at this time for herself. Like I said, everybody can change, and maybe Kevin Gates changed her. But right here, Charleston is mesmerized. He ain't going nowhere.
Don't.
He's mesmerized.
Ma'am.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Charleston is actually setting his penis, his peen, right where she can sit on it. I mean, he's done shifted over. Did you see how he shift over? You see how he shift over? You want to wonder, do you think that Miss Beautiful Long Hair can let us know which category she fits into? This one over here, Miss Renner? Because I hear that she's going live more often and she's going to have real topics. So I wonder what she thinks Miss Brittany Renner is. Is she, I mean, it's only 3 categories. Is she a bitch, a lady, or a whore? Or a whore? Good question there. Hey, how are you, Lester, in the building? Hi, hon. Good question there. Good question. Good question. Is it a question? It was a thought. Good thought there, Lovelace. Whoa, and that's a hard one. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. But let's read.
What about it?
I'm just enjoying these pretzels.
All right, what I was asking is, how do I talk shit? What did I say that was talking shit?
Yeah, man, what didn't happen? What they do?
What did I say that was talking shit?
like
Or did I
pretzels.
not say some real shit?
Eat it.
Or did I not say some real shit?
Shut the fuck up.
Or did I not say some real shit?
Because you want to talk about some don't fucking touch my ass.
I ain't touching your ass. I'm trying to get. I ain't touching your ass.
Now, that's weird. Well, hold up, big swole up. Now, I'm a woman and I disagree. Miss said she couldn't tell my brothers not to touch her ass when her ass is sitting on. They would have said, what? They would have dashed with the gal, go gal. And she got so annoyed, so upset. She's right in the middle of this man's legs. He's married. She's straddling his peen. He may have wanted just to shift her over to the top. I'm sorry, this is a channel where I'm not supposed to get that into it. So let me back that description up. He probably just wanted to shift her over. And she got upset and said, don't touch my ass. Excuse me, ma'am. That's what I said, Eclipse, huh? Don't touch your ass. Your ass is on top of his peen, but she does not want him to put his hands on her behind. This is probably like the VIP room treatment. Hey, JJ should know about this type shit. I wonder if this is the rules of the VIP room, y'all. I think this is the rules of the VIP room.
Brittany Renner fan. For what?
I ain't never been
But I'm being honest. That's how it started. Damn, why you doing?
I think that means you're right.
What about it?
If you get a pretzel thrown at you, you're right.
Exactly, I am right.
What?
Right?
Look at this, and she's throwing food.
All right.
Hold on. These niggas.
Miss Man.
All right. Relax.
All right, no more snacks from Miss Renner.
Now she's throwing food and pretzels at these men. I mean, she had them under submission a long time ago. They don't know how to handle this. It's a new world. It's a woman's world. This woman here, sexual, cute to look at, definitely inebriated, And she's a little bit up there, getting a little violent. They don't know what to do with this one. This is Brittany
Your
Renner.
snack privilege.
No.
Hey,
Come on,
hey,
Shut up, Fred. Back to your shit. What?
That was empty.
I'm
That's
chilling.
it. What?
That's the empty one.
I think that was empty.
No. Come on.
What is it?
Come on.
Come on.
Which one is it?
No.
Left
Come
or
on.
right?
Come on.
We came to
Left or
dispel.
right?
We came to dispel
Oh, it's
the drama.
right.
We came to
What
dispel
else?
the
Right.
rumors.
Too much.
Blueberry motherfucking vape.
It is the dummy vape.
Is that
right.
Luca? Oh, Lord.
Let's close out the interview.
She is Muslim now. Yes.
What I was
Yes.
asking is,
Yes, she mama body. Yes.
I was not being disrespectful.
Say
Oh,
I was only
let's turn the
saying
flowers.
that that's how everything.
That's right.
I was only saying that that's how
Yes,
everything
G-Mama
started
Buddy,
off, and I wanted for people to understand that for most people, if they just pay attention to a small tidbit of information that is given out on social media, they could be misconstrued by it. That's it. I wasn't talking shit. I was just saying that's how it started for me.
Man, we ain't got to kiss her ass. Tell her what she wants to say. Yeah, you ain't got to kiss her ass, man. Tell her exactly what she wants to say.
Say it.
He was saying it, not me.
Yeah.
He was saying it. Yeah, you ain't got to kiss her ass. Tell her exactly what she wants to say.
He's getting annoyed.
What?
He's not happy.
Dan, so what you want to tell? What you want to say again, my nigga?
Say it.
This was a great interview. This was a great interview.
What is
Yeah.
Your security guard is talking
I
shit.
appreciate everybody for tuning in to the Dancing Project tonight. This is episode number what? What episode number was this?
Oh, we shutting it down?
135. I think this has been one of the most, or the, if not the most, firecracker episode ever.
Wow. Woo! And then it goes on from there. She straddled and rode him. He just looked helpless the entire time. They have another part to this now. They have several parts to this damn thing, but you get the hint. You get the hint. Now we're back to the high-valued man. We're back to the high-valued man. And I want to ask you, I've shown you at least two examples here just with Brittany herself. Okay? A high-valued man found value in her. She won the man here. She won this man here, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates, I believe, left his wife who stood with him while he was in friggin' jail. Friggin' jail. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Candyman126. Thank you for appreciating the content, the channel. Thank y'all. Yes. Kevin Gates chose her, Brittany Renner. You know, and like I said, Kevin Gates doesn't come from the most fabulous background himself. Let me put them in here. Kevin Gates, Brittany Renner. Kevin doesn't come from the greatest of backgrounds himself. He doesn't, you know, but he found value in her recently. He found value in her recently. It's been very public. He's been very public about his affection for her. Let me see here. Let's bring this one up. One moment. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Because I'm just picking a video. I'm just picking a video. One moment. Let me see here. Does she? Let's do it. Let me share this part. Because you've seen this shit. Let me take this down. We're going to get to Mr. Travis in a minute. But let's take this one down. And before we put that one up, let me go ahead and this is my disclaimer. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purpose only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use, baby. Fair use. Let's read. Let's read. Lovelace says, in my experience, high-value men enjoy this, just discreetly. Shout out to Miss Believe. Hey, love. Wow, they enjoy this. So this is Kevin Gates, and this is his wife prior, Miss Drika Gates. And like I said, you can, do your research. It's really easy these days. She held him down, and he used to speak so highly of Drika. And she's a cutie patootie. Okay? This young lady here, she ain't no, back alley chick. You know what I'm saying? Very natural as you can see, She ain't wearing too much of any makeup or nothing to that. You know what I mean? Just naturally. Wait, let me make it much bigger from my end. Just naturally a beautiful girl here. But he goes on. It says Drika Gates speaks on her relationship status with Kevin Gates. She says she's rocking with him regardless of the Brittany Renner situation, and they're just working on themselves. Wow, interesting.
Kevin Gates.
Interesting. She's rocking with him, with the Renner. I mean, the low-hanging fruit is what this man gathered for himself. I mean, when you look at it, just the scheme of things, you all know it's no picking on Renner. She is who she claimed to have been. But this high-value man here found it within himself to bless Miss Renner with a new life. He felt a connection with Miss Renner. Just with Miss Renner's values, what she does in front of the scene. She's a freak in front, behind, side, backwards. He ain't finding his next woman here, out of college or, coming out of any courtroom, a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever. So these high-value men, mostly in our community, low-hanging fruit is what they're finding value in.
Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner made their red carpet debut at the Basketball Wives LA premiere, showing just how close they've become. Gates, dressed in a sleek black tuxedo, stood proudly beside Renner, who turned heads in a glittering green dress, ignoring the negative noise from social media concerning their relationship.
Woo! Look at her! And he's a smiling, and she is just like she won the lottery. Now, as you know, Kevin Gates himself he's very articulate about how much a freak he is, what his woman got to do, what his woman got to be. I mean, to me, when you want to carve out an image of a narcissist, Kevin Gates would be that person. But then again, money makes this shit happen to most men and women. Let's not forget Pap and Remy and how she turned out to be a narcissist her damn self. It's just this self-adulation over the top. But he found somebody that could lick his boots from the front to the back. And all the tracks that she has been on to prove it got him smiling. Let's read.
Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner made their red carpet debut at the Basketball.
Let's see what else. So he wrapped her so well. Don't she look pure, y'all? Look at her. Look at her. I mean, was that the person we were just seeing before? Was that the one with her legs up in the car talking about, basketball players are stupid. They don't wear condoms. And that's why she got her son. Have you guys ever seen him with her son? I don't see a lot of pictures with her son, PJ Washington's son, and hers. That's her child from a first come up. But he chose her. And not, you know what I'm saying? But Drika understands. His wife understands.
Tell me what you want and done, and I'll give it to you.
You happy? I mean, they happy, y'all. They just a strutting and you know what I'm saying? He just a strutting.
Yeah, we grocery shopping.
Right.
Yeah. See, we get the excuse up. Yeah, we just very. Here, make this left right here, baby. Very wholesome.
So she not supposed to show her lovely hair anymore. Her thighs. The only thing that Miss Brittany Renner is showing right now is her eyeballs, her forehead. You know.
Oh my God, grocery shopping! I love this for us.
I mean, he gets the whole attention.
You know, we just doing wholesome. Baby, this is very.
And look at her smiling. This should hear everyone. It shouldn't boil my goat. You know, like, what do you tell? Well, you don't have to tell other women a damn thing besides just, you know, have value in themselves and, you know, to feel no way about these alpha men that choose low-hanging fruit like this to recreate. I don't hear a lot of folks in the sector talking about this. Oh no, it's just not even a spoken word. It's a passing conversation for sure. This man chose, hey, it is what it is, you know. Kevin Gates had 6 points though. He had 6 points. You want to see when she was fascinated with him? You want to see when her whole world changed? You want to see when she found the value in who he is as a person? Oh Lord, let's see her smile bright and wide. Let's go.
Hi everyone, it's Brittany Renner. Rolling Loud Miami was good. Oh, Kevin Gates right now performing behind me. I almost got teary-eyed. My first Rolling Loud was Rolling Loud Miami 2019. He was the only artist I wanted to see. So seeing him 3 years later, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. It's like a full circle moment. So Rolling Loud was good. Hi. Wow. Hi everyone.
Well, isn't this a beautiful thing? They finally meet. And it's such an intellectual meeting. And you could see the fire, the sparks. As soon as this was done, she was straight in the room with this motherfucker. She already digested this man. She already digested this man visually, and he did with her. This is when he kicked his wife to the curb.
My name is Brittany Renner.
Like he don't.
And I'm here with the one and only.
Look at how he looking at
Kevin Gates. How you feeling?
Amazing. Hey, thank you. Hey, this I don't care if you get this on camera. I just want to say thank you for being an amazing person, always living in your truth. You know.
She always living in her truth and being an amazing person. Well, the clips of her that you saw before was her, just a sample, a small sample of Miss Renner living in her truth and being such a great person. This is the high value man here, this alpha man, finding this much value in Miss Renner. Now, he does make, and I'm just going back over to refresh my memory of Kevin Samuel's list. He does make over $10,000 per month. Yes. He has consistency. Yes. He's an entertainer. He does make money consistently. His peers accept him. He has group acceptance. He has group acceptance. The rap folks, they appreciate him. Like her, he's got a fan. He's got a flying monkey, y'all. He's got a fan. You think he gonna see his wife at this moment? Hell no. His wife could have held him down for 20 years. He ain't remembering his wife right here. He has got a flying monkey What? And for a narcissist, ain't nothing like a flying monkey. He's got network. He's got a Rolodex of folks that he could call on. All kinds of folks, I'm sure. I'm just going down the 6 points here. Kevin Samuels, that's 4. And then 5, it's only 6. Visibility. What? You're talking about him being visible? You can't be more visible than this man here, Kevin Gates. Yes, he is an alpha. He is a high value man. At last bit, y'all. Utility. Is he useful to others? I would say yes. He's become useful to others. I do see him clip here and there where he talks about values. But right now, with who he picked, can you really take him seriously when he talk about values? His values? You just have to ask.
Inspire others silently. They probably don't want to admit it, but you inspire me. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Let me tell you something. So my first Rolling Loud I did in 2019 is when I first saw you. Yeah. And you were actually, Will and I worked together, and you were the only person that I wanted to see the entire festival. And today in 2022, it still rings true. You were the only person I wanted to see.
Did you like what you saw?
I actually loved it. I actually love what I'm seeing now.
She is gazing at his peen and said she loves what she's seeing right now. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? It's all sex. Is that, just say that. Just say that. Does he really here is there any challenge here? She's done. He's already got her covered. Okay. She's eating, sopping him right now. So she'll be eating whatever he plates on the table for sure.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with this.
So what song off of Kaza do you feel like?
We done. We done there. And he goes on live and he talks about values and, I could hear him in one ear, but then I'm like, wow, your wife is valued. Drika says, in that quick snippet that, she's with her husband or ex-husband. I don't know whether they're divorced yet or what have you, but she's good with it. She wishes him well. His wife is in retreat. She doing yoga. She doing speaking engagements. She been wearing her long dresses and skirts and all of that. She continuing to do that. But this one here this high value man there chose a high value woman. That's what he chose. Let's talk about another high value man. Oh, I don't have that much time, but we can talk about one more. Let's talk about Travis Hunter. Let's look at Travis. Poor boy. I tell you, let me just see what this man. No one had any great things to say about this young man here. Got the Heisman Trophy. If you like football, you should know about this man here, Travis Hunter. This young man had the Heisman Trophy. Happened to have been coached by none other than my man himself from the day. I have him on my money drop when my coins come in. It's prime time. And he happened to have coached this man to the Heisman Trophy status. He's happened to have told this man after, seeing firsthand the lady that he wants to, make his wife. Primetime said, please don't. Please take your time. Deion Sanders says, take your time. I've been there where you are right now. You're going to have a lot of panties thrown at you. Do you want to be another sports player who don't wear condoms and you have a Brittany Renner out there thinking that you're stupid and that you are good for a good come up? Do you want to do that? Huh? But he ain't give a shit. The girlfriend that we have seen, if you've been in the news, like I said, and no sports, it was everywhere. Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. and how she just does not show him any affection that you would think, you know what I'm saying, that he's in love only. And she's just like, yeah, he loves me because I'm beautiful. He loves me because I'm the only one that would even entertain this ugly ass. This is the vibe that she gives out. And he happened to have married this one here, this woman that showed him no respect, shown this man no respect when he won the Heisman Trophy and had press releases. She was in her feelings. When he won that big game and came over to the sidelines to kiss her, only thing they showed was her turning her face from him. And he found no other to represent him as an alpha man that he's becoming, other than this woman that don't give a shit about him. Let's read this one. Let's look at this one, y'all. Ooh, goodness, it's hard to believe, but you had another popular person. Lord knows this is sports, y'all. But Ryan Clark, I guess folks will know who Ryan Clark is. Brutally honest about Travis Hunter not getting a prenup with wife Leanna Leaney. He didn't get a prenup. This young man, millionaire, didn't get a prenup from a woman that everybody doxed for having been in a rap video. At the time that she was even going with him, she was, in a rap video holding and rubbing on some other man, laying on some other man. He didn't even know about it. Then he found out about it, this young man, Travis Hunter. You ain't seen him for a minute. And all of a sudden, he's back putting a ring on her finger without a prenup. This is the value that these men choose here, y'all. Yes, Moonlight. That's what he is, a fool. She will have all his money by the end of next year. No prenuptial or nothing. Yeah. Yes. Eclipse, he's going to learn the hard way, Moonlight. Man, like I said in my title, the alpha male that turned whores into housewives, then cry. I'm going to laugh about it. I'm sorry. I'm going to look at it one time, laugh, and I'm going to turn my channel. It's going to go up my feed. We're not going to care to hear this. They can't find no one else of any other caliber, not only color, but we're talking caliber, y'all. We're talking caliber. He meets these 6 points here from Kevin Samuels. He meets them and then chose this. Let's read what Ryan Clark brutally honest about this man. I haven't seen this. It's a quick 10-minute. I'm going to stop it here and there. Let's read.
About Ryan Clark speaking about a prenup after Travis Hunter just got married this past weekend to his longtime girlfriend, Lena Lene. He said that he was going to do this as soon as he got to the league, and also they were going to have babies right away. And some of the pictures that's going around online looks like she may already be pregnant with their first child. So
it's over. It's over. Like my grandfather would say. No, my aunt would say this. Kiss me neck back. Kiss me neck back. My mama said, take the pillow and give me the kiss. She don't even want the pillow in the pillowcase. She gonna tell folks, take the pillow and give me the blood clot kiss. And I would lay it down with the kiss. It's done. He done. He playing for her right now and her generation and her family. He playing for whatever the fuck she want to have for her future. Period. He is what Shannon Sharp will call himself, one of them bucks, them broken bucks. What a shame. That's a damn shame. Wow. Ain't that something, Eclipse?
Yeah, man. Travis Hunter, he's locked in. Many are saying he didn't get a prenup. A lot of people had a lot to say about Was this the right move? Why is he rushing it? Why is he putting himself at risk like this? And, Travis' rebuttal to that has been that he truly loves this girl. He would take her to the club, sit out in the car, be her designated driver when she gets drunk and everything.
Mm-mm-mm. Yes, she did say that. She went live and said that, yes, he is her pet. She would go to the club, he would be her chauffeur. He would stay out in the car as she's in the club grinding and drinking and hopping and just rotating on a crack stem. But he will be in the car. Okay, hon. He will be in the car waiting for her after all of this. I mean, really, son? Really, son? I mean, really, son?
And so
Damn.
people were like, man, you're getting played. You're getting slow walked into disaster. But Travis, he's got to live with his decisions. And, this past weekend, they got married, had Shador at the wedding and everything. But we're going to explore a previous conversation that Ryan Clark and Channing had with him, and then what Ryan Clark had to say after the fact. Let's
Yes, Jay.
Y'all get
Thank
married
you,
in
bud.
2025?
Yep, next year.
Rookie year.
Yep.
And you gonna get married. And you gonna have some babies.
Yep.
Yeah. I could give you a blueprint on how to make babies.
All right, now I don't need you. There's really no bad part about being famous.
Well, you gotta
sure
knock
did.
off the scratch.
You didn't.
You don't know.
Exactly, Just Jay. Good to see you, hon. Dion told him, look at my experience, the hell that I went through. Dion at one time, and they had clipped this and made it very popular when both his sons, who also, y'all, if you don't know, went to the same school, coached by Dion, Dion's sons, had a tribute for themselves. And their father had to walk the field. And when his kid's mama was approaching him, he got the hell up out of there so quick. I mean, truly scarred by this woman. You can tell, you can see it, even to today. And it's been years. It's been years since Dion, has engaged his baby mother. But to today, he is scarred. He told this man, do you want that? And guess what?
You don't know what no scratch is.
He's married.
Don't give my dog in trouble.
I'm not gonna give him trouble. I'm saying, I know
my man felt like he looked like he was in trouble after the last game. Don't get my dog in trouble now.
Trust me, nobody got to worry about that. Everybody know in the world I love my girl, so they ain't got to worry about that. Boy.
Sometimes you got quick feet, but sometimes they got quick feet too.
Nah, they ain't got quicker feet than me. And they definitely ain't got quicker feet than her. They definitely ain't got quicker feet than her. So I ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah. I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. I'm not that close to you. It's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she's around.
I will say this.
Lord, this is crazy.
And people probably be mad at me.
Lord, look at this.
Again? As a man who had nothing when he was married, I did not get a prenup. And I would not change that.
Okay.
I do believe that all athletes, all entertainers, anyone who feels like they have a certain amount of earning power should sign a prenup. And here's why. I think you should sign it not only to protect each person, but to make sure that each person is taken care of in the way that they should be for what they contributed.
That is so cute. Look at his face. I mean, he's saying it's so cute, but we know what the hell he's saying. That this man is a friggin' idiot. That she gonna take your ass to the cleaners, idiot. Did you see how she engaged you in public? And then she told you she's not signing no prenup. Told you that this is how it's going to be. She's pregnant, married, set for life. He looks like a pet right here. This alpha male here. This high-valued man. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear it any other cute way than the hell it is. It's a travesty. what I'm saying? It's just what? It's a travesty, at least from my perspective. And a lot of these men in the manosphere, woo, they're not happy. They're not happy at all. They seen one of their own make such a dumb decision. And the manosphere, you know how they preach this shit. You know how they preach prenup. What happened? What happened? What happened? Here's another one here. Anton. Poor Anton. He ain't happy. Let's read. Anton watching it. You don't look happy. Here you go. You don't look happy. He's a millionaire.
It looks as though, and you can actually see this right here, that they tied the knot. And so last year, when all of the ruckus and the things that was happening in social media, of everybody commenting on the previous videos, and for those of you that has been living under a rock, his fiance had been making and having a whole lot of conversations online about everything that had been going on in their relationship, and they had been doing challenges together and TikToks and all of that stuff. And Travis Hunter, in a lot of people's eyes, was simping out for, and he was basically being warned by tons of men. It basically became a gender war between men and women by having a conversation about whether or not Travis Hunter was with the right woman. Now, I believe her name was Liana. We haven't heard from her in a long time, and that is for good reason. One of the things that I said very early on was that if they wanted to maintain and keep their relationship together, then she was going to have to shut the hell up. She went on this long rant, which I believe is deleted from her Instagram right now and from TikTok. But she went on this long rant basically defending their relationship and defending who she was, and her reactions during his ceremonies and all of this different stuff. And the thing that I kept saying is, why is she so visible? Why is she gotta have the spotlight to where she even continued to give people ammunition? Because it didn't matter what she said. It didn't matter even if she was there for the right reasons. It didn't. None of that mattered, because people wanted blood and people were paying attention to what the long-term consequences could be if Travis Hunter decided that he wanted to marry her. Well, he did it anyway, and he bought her a wedding gift, which is it looks like a G63, but it was a Barabbas, right? And so that gift probably cost somewhere close to $500,000, which I'm pretty sure.
Me mama. Oh, damn. It is ridiculous, Black women. And let me just kind of speak to y'all really quickly. Let me holler at y'all real quickly. Create these men. Sacrifice. Make sure they have what they need, these young men like this. Make sure they have what they need to succeed as much as possible. They go out there, succeed. And the money that they make, if they're successful to become a alpha male, a high value man, if they are lucky enough to be that, then they have all of this money. And instead of doing good shit for the place they come from, the people that's like them, they do shit like this. Become buying whores. Material whores. He's got to show her his affection big time. She does not love him at all. He will be buying her love forever. What he needs to do is make sure he's around his child, to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Let me just not go there with it. Let me just knock wood and not go any further with this. This is just $500,000. Did he say, let me bring him back. I'm sorry. It's just, this shit don't make, what? This the money here. And we talk about our community don't have, we live in this and we doing that, and we're the oldest ones and we the ones that don't have no money in the world, and we just doing so bad, and motherfuckers starving everywhere. He could go in the neighborhood he's from and would have fed every goddamn body in there for a few years with this shit that he buys. This one here, it's embarrassing to the manosphere. I have to admit.
$1 million, which I'm pretty sure that don't affect him.
Hang
Bills
on.
of Barabbas, right? And
Barabbas.
so that gift probably cost somewhere close to $500,000, which I'm pretty sure that don't affect him.
It don't affect him, though.
You know,
It don't
high
affect
pick, huge endorsements. He gonna make a lot of money.
He gonna
The
make a lot
biggest
of money.
question is whether.
And just like Shannon Sharp, just like the buck Shannon Sharp, who lost almost, I think he's in process of losing his fortune from his children. He gave up his children fortune because he wanted to clap some young filly's cheeks. Then she cost what? She said 25,000 a cheek. So he became her old buck and lost his family's fortune. And here you are with this young man. Thank you, Candyman 126. Yes, G Mama Body. Self-worth. And you won't fall for this type of shit. Did he learn any? I mean, goddamn, what the hell? A $500,000 ride for this undeserving girl here. From my eyes, undeserving. She ain't articulate. She ain't educated. She ain't shit that she can say I bring to the table. Besides, I guess, being the only, decent looking young woman that would pay him any attention. I don't know whether he thinks he's not handsome or what, but this it's a travesty of how people laughed in his face, laughed at him for having this type of woman in his life that would not even embrace him. That shit is crazy. We won't ever forget this, right? Hang on 1 second. This is what they're saying about this man here, y'all. Let me bring it up. This is what they're saying, and I'm up out of here, y'all. 15 minutes past my time. I don't want to give y'all more than an hour with this content, but I want to wrap it up right after this. Let's not forget the celebration here, okay, of him doing so well in Colorado.
Are too obvious, since she said she did not find him attractive at first, but they started dating when he became a top recruit while she didn't even stand up after he won the Heisman until his coach, Deion Sanders, made her. She got upset and said, am I supposed to just sit here all day when Hunter was taking pictures with his fans? And after his final home game, she got into an argument with him and refused to give him a kiss. The signs that Travis Hunter's girlfriend does not like him and is only with him because he is good at football are too obvious, since she said she did not find him attractive at first, but they started dating when he became a top recruit while she
Did you hear that? She didn't find him attractive. She still don't. And that's why she carried on like this. Did you see did you see the level of acceptance she gave him on important days? Huh? And that's why she carried on.
Didn't even stand up after he won the Heisman until his coach, Deion Sanders, made.
He won the Heisman. He won. Who the fuck is this? Is a no-name chick with long, pretty hair. His mother is. I have to look at his mother. Really, I have to what self-love did his mother teach him? I have to question his mother, and do you believe this is self-love for your son? Does he even listen to you? Did you give him advice about the prenup for this young woman here? Look, I mean, Deion had to get her up. He had to stand her up because she wasn't standing up, y'all.
Your checking account. The signs that Travis Hunter's girlfriend does not like him and is only with him because he is good at football are too obvious, since she said she did not find him attractive at first, but they started dating when he became a top recruit while she didn't even stand up.
Look.
After he won the Heisman.
Look. Where's my pointer? Here's Deion. Look at his hand. She's sitting there. Everybody's standing up. She's sitting there. Like, who the fuck are you? You're a nobody. But he crowned this girl here.
Until his
Crowned
coach,
her.
Deion Sanders, made
Crowned her,
her. She
y'all.
got upset and said, "Am I supposed to just sit here all day when Hunter was taking pictures with his face?"
Look at her face. Is she supposed to just sit here on this is crazy shit. This is the level of appreciation that this young man has for everything that he's accomplished so far in his young life. He chose this to represent him and everything that he's accomplished for his family and himself. This is the representation. This has got to be a mental. This is a mental disconnect.
Fans, and after his final home game, she got
this shit. Look at him. His final game. He's begging her for a kiss. This is ridiculous. It's sad. Sad. And more times you would see men in my community like this. Sad. This is what they choose to have represent them for the most part when they find success. Sports, the red carpet, you know, the Hollywood of snakes. You know, this is the one. This is who he chose. No prenup. This one here. They don't, in public, give a shit about him. That's it. Now she bought him a $500,000 car. I mean, he bought her. Let me correct this. A $500,000 car, y'all. $500,000. The man came from nothing and bought a woman a $500,000 car. Can you talk? Can you say Shannon Sharp, Buckville? Can you say men like him that just, you know, wallow in the essence of being a buck? It is sad. It is sad. Absolutely fucking sad. And there you have it. God forbid what everyone across the country is saying about Travis Hunter doesn't come through. Maybe, you know, there is hope for him having a great, you know, relationship with this woman. Same thing with Kevin Gates, you know, having a great relationship with the whore that he chose. You can see how that worked out for Kanye West. Not so well. Not so well for Kanye West. It didn't work out for him so well. But they will always try. You know what I mean? They will always try. You know, maybe, you know, they're saying to themselves, you know, it'll be different for me. And then these same men will go ahead on the mic and talk about what a high value they are and how accomplished they are and how a woman gotta, you know, stand, you know, in the gap and be a certain way because they're high value and, you know, she better humble herself and know that it's not her degrees when she meets a high value man. She just better lose her own identity and assume his. What a fucking joke. A high value man don't have to say a damn thing. She will know it when she see him. She will know that she's deserving as well. And he will know that she's deserving. Okay? All right? A high value man to me is a man that works consistently, brings home a check consistently, regardless of whether it's $10,000 a month. It's a check and it's consistent. He's home where he should be, and she is as well. They put importance on their home and their relationships inside their home and whatever values they're creating inside their home. That's high value. High value is when a man knows the order, that he's the man and she's the woman. He knows everything of that means, you know, so there's no ego competition. That's a high value man, in my perspective, at least what it should be. That's the foundation. And then, of course, you can't get high value unless you have some sort of self-love, you know, a consistency for yourself. I don't know how much visibility you want to have. And I don't really agree with you having the need for group acceptance. Sometimes a high value person is not going to be accepted. Sometimes they got to stand alone because they feel that they're such high value. They don't want to fuck around with people that just anybody. Not just anybody can get between their legs because they have value. They have high value. And it don't matter whether you're making 10,000 or more a month. You could be making 1,000 a month, but you have high value. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Candyman126, and the love always. I appreciate y'all chatting in the chat, the off topic. You know what I'm saying, Candyman126? I never go underpaid. Okay, let me just kind of boast. I never go underpaid, y'all. Regardless of when I go live, how I go live, I do make my coins. And I am going to Publix to get me another box of what I really like. You know what I'm saying, everybody? My Cheez-Its. And keep on sitting on it, high value ladies. Keep on sitting on it. Spend time with yourselves and you know what I'm saying? Spoil yourselves. Spoil yourselves. Go back to one of my videos when I do just that. Oh boy, Sniffy Coke D did not like me spoiling myself, but you are of high value. Like I said, thank you, mods. I appreciate you steady grinding in the building. Oh, Moonlight, grab me some. I will. I think I could go over to that section. Oh, man, G Mama body. Oh, it's a terrible thing for me. But don't worry, y'all. I'm going to get in my dancing mood because I've been feeling it. Have a good day, everybody. I appreciate y'all being here with me. Enough respect to you all, okay? Later. You guys can be anywhere, but you chose to come in and hang with your girl, Moonlight, and I appreciate that. Let's read. At least on this platform, when they do say pomposity, bless up to you. It's me, y'all. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Ain't no lie, ain't no shame in my game. Trust and believe me when I tell you. Let's read. Holla at the moon. You know what I'm saying? Fit fine and feminine. Let's read. Ain't no shame in that game, especially at my age. Boy, bye. Holla at the moon. You know what I mean, y'all? When it comes to the pomposity, it is what it is, son.
Bless up is what my mom and them used to tell me all the time.
Holla at the moon. Let's read.